Hello and welcome to the For Your Ears Only podcast. Today we are back in the studio.
Yeah.
We are back home. Papa's home. And we're doing a bit of an unusual one. We are going back to 2013, the internet fad of YouTube, reaction videos.
Yes.
Where, for those who are Bond fans or game fans, will have seen that the long anticipated next James Bond game, 007 First Light, was announced recently. Jack and I have ignored the pressure and not watched any of it.
It
It's
abstained.
been about 5 or 6 days now, and we've not seen anything other than screenshots. So we're going to be watching it for the very first time, and we thought we will record our reactions for your viewing pleasure.
Live reaction.
Yes, so this will be quite an interesting one. But before we go on to anything with that, a young boy to my right joined the 30 Club recently.
Oh no, stop.
Happy birthday. And for
Thank
that, you never questioned this, Nicky, but I just said I would explain what this is. This is birthday. You can eat these.
I can eat these.
You can eat these, yes. This is from Cakes by
Oh,
Rebecca.
wow.
And there's 2 cakes in there. And at first I was just going to get cakes.
Oh, so there is.
And Rachel said, Jack can't eat them. And I went, oh, neither he can. So yes, you actually can't eat these.
That's massive.
They don't have anything bad in them.
Thank you.
So you will enjoy both of those. In fact, eat them on camera. Right, no, don't do that. You can take them away with you.
Thank you, Derek.
I
Thank
thought we'd
you,
do that beforehand.
Derek. And
You're
Rachel.
very welcome. And thank you for joining us today.
Oh, well done.
Have you watched the trailer yet? We haven't. But yes, thank you for joining us. We thought it was actually appropriate to do this reaction as well, since we are in the middle, or let's say in the middle, we're only at the beginning of our game series of playing through the games in order. Hopefully by the time that we finish that, which might be in about 10 years' time, we can play this game.
Yeah, going by our progress, there'll be like 3 Bond films before we actually finish this game.
Yes, we will be in our 80s before finishing 007 Legends.
More skiing.
But yes, if you've not watched any of those episodes,
You won't
please
understand
go
what
back
I've just
and
said.
Go back and watch them. See, just sliding into a tree every 5 minutes. Anywho, are
Anyway.
you ready to watch the trailer?
I'm very excited. This will be good because when was Legends, like 2012, 11?
2012.
Wow.
Skyfall.
What's
Been a
that?
long
13
time.
years?
It's been a long time coming. Hope there's sound here.
Me too.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Always at odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his
that the guy for the
instincts.
And they're all
Halifax
in need
advert?
of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No, and I suspect he feels the same way. But what he did in Iceland...
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's really quite simple. Bond is a bullet without a target. Let's give him one.
Who's that?
It looks good.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
Oh, Omega's got in there.
Nice.
You shouldn't have.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the endgame is, we won't see it coming.
Jet lag. Gets me every time.
She's not your friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
Imagine.
Oh my god, there's more skiing.
Tell me, what do you do, James?
Lately,
Headhunting. I suppose this is another teachable moment.
You have to fight crocodiles.
Yes. Oh, that was good actually.
Look at, oh, you can get the Gilded Wrath.
Wow.
That is very that's like
What does that
Daniel
mean?
Craig crossed with Nathan Drake
Nathan Drake from
Yes. The Uncharted.
Yes.
That was good.
Not
that
Tom
was
Holland.
that had a lot of things.
That had an awful lot in that trailer.
There was swords. There was a point where I think he threw a gun at someone. There was a watch. You'd like that, would you take the
Yes,
watch out
the
and
watch.
attack people?
I'm good at that.
So-
Yeah, that was interesting. He looks very young, very arrogant. Like, right, it's very. Do you know what it reminds me of? Something like that SAS Rogues, that kind of young guys against authority
Yeah.
BBC show.
Uh-huh.
It has that kind of.
What was quite jarring to watch that is he doesn't look like any of the James Bond actors.
No.
And for some reason, every time I've seen the stills or the screenshots, I always feel like it's trying to be Bond-esque.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's kind of like James Bond, but there was nothing here that says this is just this is James Bond. This is him. This is his car. This
Yeah.
is the Omega thing where they've obviously paid a lot of money to go. We are in this game.
Get it in.
The Aston Martin. We are in this game, and then to put on the actual Bond themes through it as well. And I thought that was actually really good.
I heard on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Yes,
I heard
that
that.
does look good. So that's the first time I've watched it.
Yeah.
I did get a lot of like Uncharted feels
Right.
from it.
I've also never played that or seen that.
It's probably going nothing like. Well, actually, Uncharted is like an adventure game with a lot of shooting.
I've seen the movies. Tom Holland.
Turn that off. Turn that off. I'm sorry, Ben. And that's where I'm getting it from. But then, in the same breath, the company that do a lot of Hitman games.
Right.
I've not played a single Hitman game. But there's a lot, and I know they're very, very popular. They also have movies, which are also popular.
It does look kind of like a Hitman game, that kind of style.
I think it just comes with, like, the best games are the ones that have, like anything, the ones that have the best stories. The ones that are
does
so
sound
like,
good.
replayable. I think one of the critiques they had of 007 Legends is it was just Call of Duty. It's just a shooter. Any Call of Duty game, as much as, okay, the stories are alright, it's a shooter. You shoot people and that's the end of the game. That's all.
Yeah.
Shoot people and try not to be shot. I think with this,
some
it didn't go into too much about what the story was about. It's him becoming the character from the novels and finding himself along the way.
Wow.
And there's crocodiles as well at some point.
So I guess it's like an origin story, yeah. First light.
Yes.
First. Well, it says earn the number, so this is how he becomes James Bond.
I really, really hope to God they don't make it online.
What do you mean?
Like making like an online multiplayer.
Right, no.
Like, no, don't do that.
Just do the sort of campaign mode. Just you
Yeah.
play the game
Just
on your own.
And if it's a good story, I'll play it again. And I'll play it again. And do I enjoy it? Cool. Are you going to charge me more to do other things? Please don't do that. Just
No DLC.
bring the game out, make it good. If it's decent, people will return. Build it and they will return.
Build it.
And they will come, actually.
It does look like he's wearing Daniel Craig's outfit in
The No Time to Die.
No Time to Die with the strap, which is also. Where did that come from? It came from Roger Moore and that.
Yeah.
Living Like
I think
Die.
there was like the wee training bits are all
Right, so
quite good.
they've obviously. It's not. They're not. There's nobody's likeness in this film. There's no
No.
Judi Dench or. What's his name?
No, there was something called Greenway.
Greenway.
Is that the guy? That Howard from the Halifax adverts?
I don't know who that is.
Howard from the Halifax adverts from like 20 years ago.
Yeah. What's that?
Don't pretend to be a lot younger than me. You know, on camera, you've just done that.
I don't know.
What we're going to do is we're going to play us some start.
Yeah,
again.
we watch it
I'm
again.
gonna
Watch it
pause-
again. Watch it
I'm gonna
again.
pause a few wee bits. And just
Right, okay.
see what they make of it.
Okay.
Please play.
His parents cut their own rope to save him.
Is that true?
He watched
That
them
I
fall,
don't know.
then
I don't
found his
remember
way
that from the
off
novel.
mountain.
Like this
He
origin
was
bit.
11 years old.
They did die in a skiing
Started a
accident.
grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
He was eaten,
Always at
I'm sure.
odds with authority. Same thing in the Navy.
His
He was in the
superiors all praise
Yes.
his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
Who's this guy?
And I
Take it as
suspect
M.
he feels the same way. What he did in Iceland.
Wow, Iceland.
In Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless.
Will we find out?
He only survived
I wonder if
thanks
this
to
will-
blind luck.
that'll be the first
Give me
mission
one
of the
good
game, is
reason to
Iceland.
put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway.
So he's not a double O
It's
in
really quite
Iceland.
simple.
No.
Clearly just
Bond
kills some
is a
people.
bullet without a
The
target.
guy.
Let's give him one.
Good unveiling there. Yeah, he has a scar in the novels.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
It's nice this like Q branch.
And that is Q with the mustache.
Is that you, please?
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Here, there's a Range Rover there.
We're facing a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need all my pieces on the board.
009 is
Just shot him in the arse.
Right, see
Whatever
this?
the end game is, we won't see it coming.
Oh, I can't be
Is
at
it-
chest level.
009 is a master.
Is 009 the bad guy? Is that what that means?
Oh, that's actually true. 009 is a master manipulator. So who's...
Or is he on your side? Is he 009? No, we don't. We obviously don't know.
Who are you?
Delicacy. I need all
That's just a waiter. It's like, who's
Okay.
that bad?
The guy with
my
the
pieces on the board.
bow tie.
So that was a guy with
009
long hair. There's another guy with long hair that
is
appears.
Whatever the end game is,
What is this?
Alright,
What's
so-
going on here?
So it says 009, so it must mean that 009 is
Playing chess?
the antagonist.
Well, that's what I got from that.
So but you have to play
a lot-
someone at chess.
There's a lot of James Bond movie references, like chess scene
Kronstein.
from Russia as love. Oh, well done, Dave.
we won't see it coming.
Yeah, I think you honestly just threw a gun at somebody. Can you do that?
Oh yeah.
Jet lag. Gets me every time.
Why is he dressed like that?
friend, Bond. She's an asset.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
So that's Timothy Dalton's car, I'm guessing.
That was an Aston chasing an Aston.
Yeah. That was an old Aston chasing like a newer one. A red one.
Which is like non-competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
This long-haired guy. Surfer dude.
Oh, leg it back there. Suffer dude. Is that 009?
Oh, you wouldn't be asking that question, would you?
Are you in a band?
Surf's up, dude.
Is that Lorenzo Amoruso? Are you Big Ammo?
Lately, headhunting.
Thailand.
That's like a sword fight.
The guy from Ghost.
Papa?
Him.
Oh, no, I can't pause it in time. And then there's crocodiles at some point.
Another Live and Let Die reference, I'm guessing.
I suppose this is another.
Wasn't crocodiles
Teachable
before,
moment.
really?
Is that Greenway?
It looked like Greenway.
PS5, Xbox.
Yeah, Steam's just a streaming thing.
And Switch 2, I seen that was announced the other day. How's that going to work?
Do people buy Nintendos? I don't think people got Nintendos anymore.
I don't know if I could play that kind of game.
But yeah,
Get the Amazon
it does
badge
look
in.
good. It looks good on the basis that it's not just a random shooter, which I thought it was going to turn out to be.
Yeah.
It seems to be a game with a story. Probably not too complicated. It's find a clue somewhere and then do something with it.
Sneak about. Don't get caught.
Throw your gun. Take your watch it.
Yep. Zap people.
Drive. I think the driving bit's going to be quite
Driving bits will be good.
Um,
The skiing bits I'm looking forward to.
good. No, the skiing bits. No, we don't do the skiing bits at all with that. Will you buy this? Will you play it? As we know from episode 1 of the game series, you don't play games,
No, but my brother does have a PlayStation, so
so you're just going to
he'll buy it.
when he's sleeping.
He'll buy it and he'll play it, and I'll play it with him.
Yeah,
I will play it.
it does look good. Why do you think it took so long?
Because how long ago was this announced? Because remember, it was called Project 007.
I don't know if anyone knew about the gaming company though.
No, I think we knew that it was going to be the Hitman creators were creating.
Or was
this.
it them? Okay.
We knew
I wonder
this.
if the movies have. I suppose as well. There's a certain allocation of funds that go towards doing a game. It was MGM.
Yeah,
Obviously, there was a lot
Amazon.
of things that were happening over the time of MGM being bought over. So I suppose the company were like, "Right, what are we doing with this? Are we still going ahead with this? Are we not going ahead with it?" And MGM were probably said, "Oh, I think there's a bit of a takeover with Amazon, and we don't know about the next movie, and we don't know anything." And it turns
Don't
out
know
that the
anything.
Amazon executives don't get on with the broccoli side of
So
things.
that definitely made this like kick the can down
Yeah.
the road.
I wonder
Because
if
I
it's
just
like-
read there 2020 it was announced.
Yeah. I think this has been in the works for a long time, and it's maybe been almost finished, but they've just said, right, it's your show. When are we releasing it? What do you want to do here? They went, just hold off for a bit.
Yep.
We're going to wait until down the line. We've got this game show coming in. We don't want them to clash. The game show will be a big hit.
Wait till we buy out the broccoli so
Yeah.
they can't tell us what to
Yeah, we
do.
need to get rid of the producers. There's a big takeover happening, and we need to try and get people to forget that we might not be making any more movies. Mm-hmm. And then we'll advertise. Because if this is coming in 2026,
There's no way
There
there's
is
a
no
film
way.
coming out that year.
it's not even going to get made in that time, because
No.
the money will be going into this and anything that goes along with it.
Adverts and all that.
Yeah, and that will be where it is. But it looks good. It looks promising. I'm not disappointed.
I'm
which
not
is good.
disappointed. I think it'll be
like-
good. I like that there's no likeness and any resemblance to any previous
Yes.
bonds, any previous money pennies, cues, all that stuff.
But there's hints.
There's like, oh, I see who you're kind of thinking you are there.
I wonder if you were saying there was someone who thinks they're M. I wonder if it's just completely because they can't. I don't think they can use the names of other people, not for the sake of like consistency. Well, actually, no consistency.
Right.
You can't be like, oh, this is Q, and you're like, all right, well, I look forward to. You're an old man, but I'll be seeing you for the next 40 years.
yeah, somehow.
You'll be shackled to this basement.
So the games are going to is completely different from the film,
Yes, I
So-
like that though.
which is good. It's like its own universe, I
I was
guess.
going to say that's actually quite a good thing. It's its own universe without it being like the multiverse.
Without being
just the same.
tied to like we need to get Daniel Craig to voice this for the next 25 years.
I do like.
Who was the voice character? Does anybody know?
I've not looked into anything to do with the game because I didn't want to.
I think this is good for the franchise as a whole.
We did say this, like when we were
Yes.
talking about. When was it? Was it this time last year?
It was
We went. There was the rant episode.
yes,
I can't remember why I went on a rant.
just hormonal.
Was it? Was it the time of the Amazon bio? Something like that. And we came in and we had a discussion about where we wanted it to go.
Why there was no games or merch or,
Yeah.
or anything.
Yes, and it was the whole thing of all the merchandise is just so unaffordable, and the movies take so long to come out, and because they're so far apart, they need to be the best thing that's ever made that year, or it's not worthwhile.
Yeah.
And I said, make a game, bring a game out. A game is going to be much cheaper than a movie.
keeps the audience
and
interested.
it keeps them like people will play more game time than watch movie time. Mm-hmm. And yeah, this is good. I hope they bring it. Like, I really hope they don't do. It's going to get to October time and go, due to pressures, the game has been pushed back to 2027. It says coming 2026. That could be December 2026.
It could be here for Christmas.
And the PS5 is then obsolete and we're on to the next PlayStation console. That's too negative.
That's too negative. Stop being negative.
No, I'm quite happy.
Negative, Derek. I seen a post about all the different companies that they're working with.
Omega.
So there was Omega and Aston Martin, Jaguar Land Rover.
How many motors are getting destroyed?
All of them. And there's many others which I've just completely forgotten. But I thought that was good that they're keeping the consistency there.
Yes.
Getting the advert.
Getting the money in that way. Oh, you want your car to be in it? Mini.
Yeah. It's good that it's not so far apart from the films.
Yeah.
Like he's not driving a Ford or anything like that.
No. Do you know that's quite funny as well when you mentioned about the Omega thing? I bet Omega have made their own watch for this game. Because why would they not? They'd be like, oh, this is the first light watch.
Oh, that would be quite interesting.
It would be something. I mean, it's effortless. It's so many watches. Just make a watch for the game.
It's going to make a profit.
They will make it, undoubtedly.
Undoubtedly.
And they'll say, you can buy this watch.
The watch he made, he played in
20
game.
grand. I think that much an Omega watch actually is.
Some of them are, yeah.
20 grand. Is that expensive for a watch?
Some of them are 9. So there's
That's a very specific number. 9,000.
I've looked. So
And you've went, thank to Kurt. Maybe they'll email me a discount.
Maybe I have to watch this.
Please sponsor us.
I think.
Please get us watches.
Yeah, I was going to talk about how Omega has now got Aaron Taylor-Johnson as their sponsor.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
And does that not just scream that he's going to be the new Bond?
No, because they still need to. I don't think any of the other Bonds were sponsored or affiliates of a particular brand.
Well,
but
Daniel Craig is an ambassador for Omega
now.
I thought he always was.
But I think the speculation with Daniel Craig wasn't that a long term. Like there wasn't such a debate for a long time of who could it be. I don't know who it is. We've seen pictures of this place, and then they did that. I think with the Aaron Taylor-Johnson thing, Aaron Taylor-Johnson is. It might not be him. It could just be a ploy that his agents have said, oh, have you read about this?
There's an opening for Omega.
Omega have come in and went, you know what? He's a really big actor. He's in all the biggest movies right now. If we're looking for someone to go out and do it, he's stylish, he looks good. Why don't we get him? Plus, because of the Bond thing, people will start to be like, oh, is that?
Yeah, people will be more
interested. It's actually nothing to do with it. It could be in the contract thing. If someone says, are you in the Bond movies, just don't answer. Mm-hmm. You could say no because it's factually true, but just don't answer.
Just say no comment.
Because he is in everything.
He is in every flop recently.
Nosferatu.
Craven the Hunter. That was a flop.
I've never seen it.
I've watched it at home for free.
What else was he on?
Apart from Bullet Train, what has he really been in?
He's in 28 Weeks Later. He was
28 years later. This year.
He was in Tenet, which a lot of people forget.
I forgot that.
Because you forgot about Tenet.
Yeah, I'm still going backwards through that.
He's actually in quite a lot of things. He will always be Kick-Ass. Not just, I'm not calling
He'll
him
always
Kick-Ass,
be a
I'm just
little
saying
kid.
Yeah, I think that's just maybe a marketing thing.
Right,
So,
okay.
you know, we need an ambassador. Why would we not go for
Choose the guy who's kind of attached to it.
It's a win-win. Because like, we pick him anyway. Why don't we just...
If he gets the role, he'll be ours anyway. If he doesn't get the role, we've got this major guy.
Yeah, who else are going to pick?
Us?
No. Money down the drain.
Anyway, back to the game.
Yes.
Back to the game.
I have nothing else to say about the game. There's nothing else I can say about a trailer other than it was good.
There's a lot of things in it, like I said, that you could relate to. Oh, that they came from that film. That came from that. The origin story about him cutting his parents' wire or something.
No, his parents cut.
No, they cut the wire to save him
Yeah.
and sacrifice themselves. I don't think the novels are that specific. I'm sure the novels do say
It's just a climbing accident.
climbing accident / skiing accident,
Skiing.
and that gets referenced in the Spectre movie, obviously.
And I think what we know for a fact, which is good, is Blofeld was not there.
Blofeld was not there. Get that plot in the bin.
I'm still angry at that. That doesn't make any sense. It makes it worse.
It makes it worse.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe they're just taking a bit of
Creative license.
yeah with that.
I
I
want
do
to know
like the
who's
idea
right.
of the
Who writes this? See if it's
who writes it.
Neil. Is it Neil and Purvis or Neil Purvis? I can never remember.
No, it's Neil and Purvis, not Neil Purvis. It's I don't know who. I don't even know who's in it other than that one guy that plays Greenway. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it's come from, but I do like the idea of that. We said one of the great things about like GoldenEye, for example, is where he's up against someone that he's equally matched against. Maybe a slight underdog and still comes out on top. Maybe they watch this podcast like, we like that. Yeah, I think that was a good thing of GoldenEye, is the villain was another agent.
Mm-hmm. And it does hint that in this trailer to me.
Who was Alex Trevelyan? Was he 009?
6.
006. Right, so 009 is just...
Is 009 or 008 the one that was the clown and got killed at the
an
start?
octopus.
It was 8 or 9.
How does the numbers rank in terms of seniority? Is
I don't think it
009
does.
ranked higher than 007? I mean, he's not a 00 in this.
Oh, that's
as of
right.
yet. This is him just starting.
That's right. I forgot about that. So he's not. He's just an agent, and 009
Well, they did say
potentially a rogue.
they did say the program. We know from Casino Royale, for some reason, if you want to be a 00, you have to kill 3 people. No,
2 people.
2 people. I don't know. See, on paper,
That doesn't sound like a lot for that kind of job.
contract going through. What's your KPIs? I'll have to kill 2 people. Any 2 people? Yes.
Sounds like it.
I just need to kill 2 people, and then I get the job. Okay, that doesn't sound. That
No
doesn't sound-
experience there.
There's a weird loop there of saying, oh, you get a license to kill, or about how do you get a license to kill? You have to kill people, but can't you get taken to jail? I'll need to speak to HR about that one.
I'll come back to you. Very good question.
I've killed 1 person, jail. No, but I just need to kill someone else. No.
Come back once you've had the 2.
That makes no sense.
You're right. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, I have nothing else to say other than be excited for.
Be excited for this game. It does look good. Is there anything else about the game?
Not that I could see. There was nothing else in terms of people just sharing screenshots of what we've just watched and slowing things down and freezing things and saying, oh, there's that or there's that or what's that there.
Because it looked like they had like the Valkyrie in the background with the QLab there. I'm not sure.
Maybe that was it. Another
Aston.
sponsor.
What about the whole Hitman / Le Chiffre thing? Now, I did look into this because I knew it was slightly off. So he's not actually Le Chiffre, but it is Mads Mikkelsen's likeness and character of Le Chiffre in the new Hitman game, which was also made by these guys. But he's not called Le Chiffre, he's just called The Banker.
No, it's called Le Chiffre in the market.
I
It says
so.
Le Chiffre from Casino Royale.
I don't think so. I think it was called The Banker officially.
Maybe it was called The Banker before they were able to release it.
To do
'Cause
that.
when I seen the trailer,
You watched
I
the
didn't
trailer?
know what it was.
Get the
no,
trailer
no,
up.
it was just a wee bit that came up saying this is Le Chiffre from Casino Royale, and I thought, what? the villain that has no physical threat.
No, I've never watched a Hitman movie, but I'm guessing he's just. put
I'm
a
assuming
hit on him.
I'm assuming he's the target, and you have to get through
That's
about
countless bad
3.5
guys.
million people to get to him. Yeah, they've probably had that maybe away in the bank somewhere as well, the bank, but couldn't talk about it because they were waiting for this to be announced or some news to come.
I take it they're using it. They can get this likeness because Amazon.
I don't know. They probably had to photo scan him, I would imagine. But then in the same breath, Mads Mikkelsen has changed quite significantly since then.
Mads Mikkelsen will voice Le Chiffre, in Hitman World of Assassination, where the character will be an elusive target for Agent 47.
Yeah, so they've probably photo scanned him to put him in, and then they've just used the likeness from the Casino Royale movie.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a wee throwaway. It's a wee DLC thing.
Yeah, I was going to say that word.
Go shoot. Go shoot.
Go kill this guy. Well, that was good. I think
A wee tie-in.
this game can't come soon enough.
No.
Because there's nothing else to satisfy my urges.
You've got your skiing. Between then and now, we have
I'm so bad at
we
that.
have a lot of games to get through.
Yeah. 12 or 14 years between this, 13 years between this and the last game. It does look better.
We've completely jumped a console.
Mm-hmm.
No PS4 games at all. PS3, the end of PS3, and then PS5.
5.
That's how long it's taken.
Wow.
A disgrace.
But it's definitely
It's quicker than
looks good.
GTA. GTA feels like it's been made for 50 years now.
Yeah.
The moon landings were the last time a GTA came out.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It does look... I know I said the graphics look great in that last game.
It was the first thing you said. And then after that you were like, I fucking hate this game.
This does look...
I can't
Good.
wait to finish this game. I said it in the last episode, and when it's done I'll be like, you know what, I'm just satisfied that we never have to play
and
that again.
snap the disc.
So that's actually a good time to wrap it up.
Because we'll be playing that next.
Yes. It's been quite... In fact, no, should we have given a disclaimer at the start of this episode to say, we're going to be watching something for a point? No, because they can go and watch the 2-minute trailer if they want.
You can just put watch along or whatever you call it.
No,
What do
because
you call it?
there's not really visuals things with this. There's a trailer and they can watch the trailer. There'll be a 2.5 minute segment that we just go silent. People will be like,
Hey, listen to
turning the volume up ever so slowly.
and then whoa
And then come back. But
for our audio only guys and girls.
No, I think audio should be fine with it. And audio, video, we're good with it. But next time, we'll be returning to episode 3 of the push that is 007 Legends.
Yes.
Are we back to your turn this time? I lost track of the last one. I
You can,
started and then you had to...
I started,
You
you
finished.
took over. Then I
Skiing.
started again, then you took
Then
over.
we have to
stopped.
continue on a Magic Secret Service, the longest levels of any game, because we keep dying about 40 or 50 times,
Yeah.
frustratingly. But yes, if you've not watched any
I
of
hope
them...
that doesn't happen with this new game.
Just like, I can't stop dying. But yes, thank you very much for joining us on this special. There's not going to be a lot of these episodes because there's not enough content coming out to then
No,
react to. But
Which is what the rant was all about.
Yeah, I've never done a reaction thing in my life, so that was
No,
quite
I've
fun
not
to
done a
do.
reaction video. Come back in 2026 for our James Bond First Light unboxing video.
Well, no, that's it. But yeah, let us know what you think of it. If you've watched the trailer, what you're thinking. If you've played Hitman,
How similar is it?
Are you looking for? Is it going? Would you like it to be quite like Hitman or not like Hitman? Or I don't know. My immediate thoughts are Uncharted, but I don't know. I'd like to know if someone who's played Uncharted and played Hitman, are they alike? They are adventure, running, shooting,
Third-person-y
investigation kind of
things.
thing. So I think it could be quite good from that side.
I think it'll be good as well.
Yes, but
Till then.
till then, yes. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you in the next game episode.
Aye.
Well, the controller will be thrown through the television.
I'm away now to eat my Cakes by Rebecca cakes.
You said that like a plug.
Well, it was a plug. Yum.
It's like the root beer. Anyway, we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.